Hi, welcome to practice 1.3.2. This video is if you want extra help just identifying angle pairs. First practice problem, are these angles corresponding vertical, neither, or both? Well, they're clearly not vertical because it's not one angle across from another. Are they corresponding? If they're corresponding, I should be able to translate one angle to the other one, and they are not. So they are neither. Next problem. Are these angles corresponding vertical, neither, or both? Again, they're not vertical because I don't have one angle across from the other, but they might be corresponding. So let's see if I can translate angle Y onto angle X. Well, yes, I can. So they are corresponding. Next, are these angles corresponding vertical, neither, or both? Well, these are vertical angles. They are across from one another, creating by two straight intersecting lines. Okay. If you were in class, you'd be doing this on your whiteboard. That's why it says copy the diagram. All we have to do is draw an angle that is corresponding to x. Well, if I have angle x, what angle does that translate to? Up? No. Over? No. Down? Yeah, that's it. This is an angle which is corresponding to x. Now let's draw an angle that is vertical to x. The angle across from x is right here. That is the vertical angle to x. Let's do an angle that is neither corresponding nor vertical. So I can't do this one. And let's see, I know which one is corresponding. Just to remind us, here's our corresponding angle, and we can't use that one. Lots of options. How about this one right here? This is neither corresponding nor vertical. Okay, let's find this missing angle measure. Well, this angle corresponds to my question mark. I know because I can slide it down onto it. So these must be congruent, meaning the question mark measures 69 degrees. I know because they are corresponding angles. And importantly, these are corresponding angles created by a transversal cutting parallel lines. Now, if these lines were not parallel, this problem wouldn't be possible. For example, here I have non-parallel lines cut by a transversal. If I knew this angle, I wouldn't know anything about, if I knew this angle was 69 degrees, this would remain a question mark. I wouldn't be able to find it. So the parallel part is really important. Okay. Find the missing angle measure, 71 degrees. These angles are vertical, so they are congruent. Vertical angles are congruent angles. That does not depend on anything parallel. Next, find the missing angle measure. Okay, well, this is a straight line pair, and that tells me that these will be supplementary. So I have this question mark plus 120 equals 180 degrees. If I subtract 120 from both sides of this equation, I get that the question mark equals 60 degrees. So I know that this angle must be 60 degrees. And I know because the question mark plus 120 equals 180 degrees, since they are a linear pair, period. Next, again, this is a linear pair, so I know that the question mark plus 70 degrees is going to be 180, since they are a linear pair. And I know that 110 degrees plus 70 will give me 180. So the question mark must be 110 degrees. Ooh, this one's more interesting. I'm going to have to use a couple of steps to find this one. So 70 degrees, the 70-degree angle is corresponding to this angle up here. And the question mark is vertical to it, so the question mark must also be 70 degrees. I know because it is corresponding and vertical. Okay, the question mark is vertical to the angle which corresponds to 70 degrees and is created by parallel lines cut by a transversal. So there are two crucial parts to that explanation. I have a vertical angle, which is corresponding to my original 70-degree angle. And that 70-degree angle is corresponding across a pair of parallel lines. The parallel lines part is crucial. Okay, next. This is a quick one. Question mark is vertical to the 85-degree angle. And vertical angles are congruent angles. Okay, next. This one's, again, requiring a couple more steps. I can see that 114 degrees is corresponding to the angle, okay, which is vertical to the question mark. So this is 114 degrees as well. 114. So the question mark must be also 114 degrees. And I know because the question mark is vertical and therefore congruent to the angle which corresponds to 114 degrees created by a transversal cutting parallel lines. period. And that was our last practice problem. So hopefully this helps you identify and do some quick decision making about measures of angles involving these diagrams. See you next time. Bye!